Hey. I apologize. I was still a little kind of rough. I'm halfway waking up. I just, well, first off, it's your boy Moses, and I'm coming at you from the Newport News area of Virginia. I just dropped my son off at his school. On Tuesday, there was a shooting nearby us at Mansfield High School, and a kid from Woodside, where my son attended school, died. And that's sad, man. Like, these are our kids, and they're killing each other. And usually over the dumbest stuff, And we can have the conversation about guns, and, we gotta get control of these guns, but guns don't use themselves. At least I haven't heard of these guns that just pick up and shoot themselves. Somebody has to wield said tool to kill someone, right? And when it comes to these school shootings, oftentimes it's like a permanent solution to a temporary problem. A temporary problem. You got people killing each other because, somebody took their girl, or in this case it was beef. But let's just talk about the first subject, right? Like, this guy took my girl, so now I'm gonna kill him. Well, bro, I don't know if you know this, but 50% of the population is a female. That means that there's more females out there. You don't have to start clapping and start killing folks. You just go get you another girl. Or in this case, you peel back the onion and you find out that the alleged perpetrator knew he was about to be jumped by like 4 dudes. And so they're at a basketball game. He leaves early because he's about to get jumped. He goes to his car to leave, and the alleged victims follow him out there and try to open the car up and pull him out and put that work on him. And he just happened to have a firearm in the car. Now, again, we could talk about why was there a firearm in the car. We could have that conversation. But it seems to me like that was a Freudian slip. Like, this guy's got a gun. Well, it's too late now. You're already committed. He just happened to be firing to save himself. Now, I'm not going to talk about defense or any of that. That's not the conversation. But why were they going to jump one dude? Like, what happened to, hey, I got a problem with this dude, so me and him are going to put up these fisticuffs and handle our problem? Why do you have to bring your friends with you to handle said problem? And the real thing that I want to get to is, if he knew he was going to be jumped, right? We're talking about high school kids. Strong possibility that other people knew he was going to be jumped. And that's what I talked about with my son this morning. Like, I know it's definitely not jiggy to say this, but it's okay to tell, bro. It's okay. Sometimes you gotta say something, right? You got to say something. Usually we look back at all these shootings and these school shootings, and rarely does the person who does said school shooting, rarely is it like a out of the blue thing. Like, there were telltale signs. Sometimes they even say, I'm about to blow this mug up. Sometimes they actually say that, and people don't take them seriously. But there's signs, and we have to say something. We have to talk about these things, man, because these are lives. These are lives. Like, you can blame the guns and video games and all this other stuff. Sure. Those are different conversations. We could talk about that another day. But at the end of the day, we can these are lives, and I would rather be labeled a snitch that saved someone's life and intervened. Because when crimes happen, right, we always look at it, well, I don't like to use always, these are finite terms. Generally, people look at it in terms of the victim and the perpetrator. But there are other people that are tied to that, right? If someone is murdered, right, the victim is gone, but that victim had friends, they had family, they had parents, they had siblings, they had loved ones, some cases they have children. Their lives are forever altered, you know? Then the perpetrator, right? The perpetrator has the same thing. So it's not just, you know, an equation where one person does one thing and they're affected, and the person who had the thing happen to them is affected, right? There are greater effects, right? And, you know, communities, we have to have these conversations. We have to save our kids. Like, it's okay to, you know, to talk and say, hey, you know, I think something is wrong. Come up on the net, man. Come up on the net, right? Because lives, man, these are lives. These are permanent solutions to temporary problems. And, you know, that's all I have to say. Like, sometimes you just got to come up on the net, man. Come up on the net. We got to find a better way to handle problems. Yeah, and there's never a reason for somebody to be jumped. Like handle your business, bro. Like, if you got an issue, just handle it and then go about it. You know, don't be a coward to bring your friends, right? Because you don't know what's going to happen. And, you know, kids, like, you know, like, stop bringing guns to school, man. Stop bringing guns to school. Like, just stop. And that's all I got to say. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. It's almost the weekend.